So what I'd like to do is I'd like to start by really explaining to you the details of it, big picture. We're going to look at your values, and we're going to be thinking about what's the most important thing to you. As I've helped people over the years really refine their own goals, what I've seen is so many people have not taken the time to really define what's most important in terms of their values, and oftentimes put out goals that are incongruent with their values. And I want to help weave that together so everything really ties together very nicely. And what I'd like to do right now is I'd like to ask you to think about your own values. And you can see on the screen here what we've done is we've got what I value the most, self, as well as my spouse. And I'd like you to look at 10 of the most important things that you value, and then 10 of the most important things that maybe your spouse values. And if your spouse is there with you and you want to do that together, fantastic. And or if you want to come back at a different time and actually go through the list with them, then let me encourage you to do that. So there's the list of 60 values, and what I'm going to do is ask you to take a look at those values for a few moments. And I'm going to ask you to see if you could come up with 10 of the most important values to you. Now, what I'd like you to be able to do is not only come up with the 10, but somewhat put them up in order. And I'm going to share with you where we want to end up with. So we want to end up, for example, mine are be productive, lifestyle, be of service to others, feel inner peace, experience excitement and adventure. I like things that are completed, gain wisdom, experience love and affection, recognition, punctuality. Those are things that I really, really value. So when I set my goals and I live out my life, I want to be congruent with those values. And that's what I'm asking you to do right now. And I'm going to leave this on the screen for a minute and ask you to go ahead and pause in just a moment. Pick 10, and then I'd like you to put them in prioritized order there on your framework. What I'm encouraging you to do is think about the things that matter most to you. What really does matter the most to you? And then put one right on top of the other and say, this matters most, then this, then this, then this. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want you to get 10, and I do want you to somewhat put them in order of what's most important to you. Go ahead and pause now. Okay, so by now you've got your values hopefully listed out. And let me reinforce again that if your spouse is not with you and you are married, that this is something that you might want to do with your spouse. It's been extremely valuable for my marriage to really have an understanding of what's important to my wife. So as I make decisions, as we make decisions, as she makes decisions, together we can have an understanding of what we both value at the very most.